Well, that is certainly a bother. Our quest ends here, guys. Move on. I wish we could do that. Unfortunately, no. Hey everybody, welcome to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we met the most legendary and most mighty of Heropon, if you could see him through the grass. We have Riki, the hero of all Nopon, at least according to the chief and Riki himself, and it may not be a cover-up for debts. Either way though, we were tasked with dispatching a sort of monstrous, disastrous Dinobeast, and no, I'm not talking about the Dionesaurus. We are looking for a bit more, I guess, smaller and less dangerous, if you can possibly believe it. Makes you wonder why they created a path in which you had to just mosey on down. But look at though, I just go off to the side. They can be avoided. This episode, though, we are going forward and dealing with said Dinobeast, and no, I'm not talking about these guys either. Before you go into the fight, I just want to show you a brief setup of what we have, especially gem-wise. Nothing much really, sticking with Melia, Shulk, and Riki on this one. Although I will say, you will probably want to have, as weird as it sounds, Shulk and Riki doing the muscles, if you could call Shulk and Riki the muscle types. I personally don't, but hey, that's just the setup I'm going with. And I'm stick with Melia for my main, say it like it's Smash Brothers, and I just want to see if you want an easier time to set up, have art stealths and whatever sleep persists you can have. Just a thought. Anyway, we're on a search for ether crystals. According to Riki. I don't know about you, but this seems like a proper place, if any.
What is this? Riki never see before. This not Riki's Machna. Riki never see before.
To think it has caused this much damage. What do you mean?
Are you telling me the Telethia did this?
Telethia absorb and drain the surrounding area of all its ether.
That's it. The Telethia is sucking up all the ether, which is causing the natural environment to change.
Shulk, the Telethia can read your mind. Expect it to know what you will do before you do it.
I know. I'll aim for its antenna and stop its ability to read my thoughts. With the Monado at our side, it doesn't stand a chance.
It's much more powerful than its offspring. Do not expect it to fall so easily.
I won't. But we have to trust in the Monado.
Shulk has only met Telethia once, and they were merely the spawn. So why is he so sure of himself? Is it confidence, or a trust in something? Yes, it is trust. He trusts in the power of that sword. What did he say it was called? The Monado. I see.
Stick together, everyone!
Dinobeast, big as Riki imagined.
The Telethia. I take this chance to bring vengeance to my brethren and fulfill my duty. Shulk, I will trap it and cease its movement. Strike when the time is right!
Melia!
Be still!
Oh yeah! She's nifty with that start!
I knew it. She can control ether energy without using catalysts or rifle shells.
I've heard that such people exist. But I never thought she would be one. Shulk, Ryan, Shala, protect Melia at all costs. On it!
Right.
Ah!
Riki, you can simply stay in the background, I suppose. Oh, unfortunately, not this time. here we have a new art, Melia Mind Blast. In case you want to know, it acts pretty much just the same as Monado Purge. And here we are, Leon or Leone or Leon Telethia? I don't know. You'll have to explain to me how it's pronounced. This thing's a big boy, and like May said, much better off than our previous encounters with such thing. Things to definitely look out for. Of course, it's soul reads, which show's cared for. Thank you very much. And like I mentioned before, it likes to put you to sleep a lot, such as sleep spin, which pretty much just acts the same as Charlotte's tranquilizer. Just a single shot can put you to sleep. Its other one is Channel 1. Makes you wonder why there aren't like sequels or whatnot. But regardless, it's a frontal arc which makes you bind and you can't really move. Unfortunately, however, as you can see from our palettes, we have a Shulk's not looking too good in terms of health, and Mind Blast has taken away healing gift, so it is a bit of a pain. Regardless, it's not too much of a problem. I didn't even get a chance to go through the rest.
What the? Dinobeast grown back thing?
You've got to be kidding me.
It's no good. My ether shots are having no effect.
Its regenerative power is too much.
It is all right, Shulk. Destroying the Telethia is beyond us. We should cut our losses and mourn those who perished.
Never, Melia. The men you lost, I can tell they were dear to you. I know only too well that desire for revenge, and the crushing pain of losing those close to you. I can't stand by and let another person experience what I have. This monster is going down. I'll trap him with the Monado. Then the rest of you, hit the Telethia with everything you have.
Thank you.
Ready? The Telethia can read our thoughts.
And here we go. And with round 2, engage the enemy plays. And straight off, can I say, as much as I really love engage the enemy, I feel like it's I feel like it's out of place in a way here, because we haven't known Melia or Riki long. So it kind of feels strange to have such a powerful song play here, regardless of Shulk's mentions. Oh no, it's weird to me. But either way, this is pretty much the same fight. So honestly, the only thing to say about this guy is that its party piece is Talent Absorb, and what it does is it drains your talent gauge, which is a bit of a pain if you're Shulk, Dunban, or Sharla. Well, I guess not Sharla actually. If that'd be beneficial for Sharla, but like being Shulk, no matter how much you. Hypothetically speaking, if you were to gain the Monado and then get it drained instantly, it makes Telethia fights so difficult and such a slog to go through. But regardless, now I just want to step back, give these guys a bit of room to fight, and just have a look at this thing. I do like how it's iridescent. I love the lights on it, as these guys cannot stay awake, and hopefully give Shulk show support. I just like the tips and the colour and just the scale of it. Definitely it definitely is reminiscent of things like Cerberus, which is like a three-headed dog, which it clearly is here. But apart from that, though, not I don't say, but what a fight! But if all falls together, pose no threat.
Riki!
Now, Dunban!
Bite on this!
Now, Melia! Finish him!
Brilliant thinking. Even though the Telethia can absorb large amounts of ether energy and regenerate at an incredible rate, absorbing so much energy caused it to implode.
Who would have thought? Brute force wins again. Nothing like an old-fashioned scrap. Dixon would have been proud.
It was the only way I could think of. If there had been another way...
Don't listen to Dunban. Soon you and that Monado will be unstoppable.
It's like a Tephra cave. It was almost natural, instinctive. The Monado responded to me, and I harnessed a new power.
You'll get your chance, Shulk. We'll turn that face mechon into scrap.
I know. That's what keeps me going.
Hogard, Garin, Damil Aizel. Are you there? I did it. It's dead. Did you see? I thank you for your aid in my cause. Justice has been served.
You're welcome. Besides, it was mostly you.
Dinobeast! Heropon Riki ready for round 2! Hey! A fight over already? No, Riki not no!
I'm afraid it's all finished.
We couldn't have done it without you, brave little Heropon.
Riki brave! Rhine also a little brave. Riki happy?
Heropon Riki, be proud! Heropon Riki, tough guy!
Heropon Riki, bestest!
Look at him. Barely hit a toe and he gets all the praise.
Let him have his glory. A few days ago, the villagers wouldn't give him the time of day. Besides, won't you miss him just a little bit?
Chief Dunga, Riki beat Dinobeast. Does Riki still have debt?
No, Riki. Your debts are repaid. However, while you were gone, your little pons ate like ravenous Oluga. It set Chief Dunga back quite a bit. Upon a frontier village, a new prophecy has been told. Our Heropon, slayer of Dinobeast, will further his legend by accompanying the Hom-Hom on their travels and bringing peace to the lands of Bionis.
Riki never hear this?
It was prophesied many years ago.
Chief lying! Chief make a prophecy 1 minute ago! Oh, Riki mad!
Riki, go with these people. For the sake of the village, you must go. My instinct is never wrong. Do not worry, Riki. Your little pons will be taken care of.
Dadapon stomach rumble!
Dadapon need food!
Dadapon need food now!
Dada? Riki, what on Bionis is going on?
Friends, meet Riki, Wifey Pon, and Little Pon.
You have got to be joking.
Wife and children. Riki, how old are you?
Riki have 40 years. Oh, friends look puzzled.
Not puzzled, just surprised.
Riki! Oka borrow monies for Little Pond's food. Chief Dunga know best. Riki must work for Little Ponds to have good life.
Riki will. Okay, Oka. Riki, happy to join friends.
Ryan happy too. Come on, furball.
Now you can return with your head held high, my dear.
Indeed. Thank you, Dunga. My thanks for your gracious help.
Not at all. Peace has been restored to the Makna region. On behalf of all Nopon, thank you.
Chief Dunga is very fond of Melia.
Same hom-hom, different world. Not fair if you ask me.
Chief Dunga, will you kindly grant these Homs passage to Erith Sea? It is my promise to them.
Without question. These hom-hom fought valiantly in aid of our village, and a request by you, my dear, cannot go unanswered. I shall inform the villagers at once.
You are too kind. The chief has spoken. You should depart for Erith Sea at once. Prepare your things and see me when you are ready.
We will. Man, can I say, that fight went a lot easier than what I expected.
Yeah, I can remember it being not too difficult.
Yeah, well, just one last bit of notes about that Telephy, which I'm surprised didn't come up. In the cutscenes, they mentioned it can regenerate at a stupid rate. They aren't kidding. That's one of its arts that we never got to see. It's got to regenerate, which just puts a lot of its health back up. So, like, for example, it's got a quarter of its health left, and it used it. It's full again. Luckily though, it's a one-hit move, but again, easier than I thought. But can I just say that during that cutscene, I absolutely loved not only Riki's response of Chief lying and Chief makeup prophecy 1 minute ago, just the Chief's response was like, Riki, buddy, come on. It's like, I don't know what it is, but I just like how big and boisterous Chief Dunga's voice acting is. It just makes me think of that guy just bellowing in a microphone while a director watches. It's a really funny imagery for me. But regardless, it seems like we have a new destination after our trial, our Nopon mercenary mission's been done. So, as Melody says, let's gather up our things and do some prep. And we'll be on our way. First things first, because since we're going on to another region from the Bionis and going far away from home, let's go back home briefly. And we do something that's been long overdue. Back in Colony 6, when we helped do level 1, Juju gave us something called a mini reactor. Or ultra small reactor, I guess. Well, same thing as mini, just another synonym. And this guy can now make a mobile furnace, and whoopsie daisy does not sound all that promising, but regardless, ta-da! We have, if you can get through it, we have a way to make this guy redundant. We have a mobile furnace. Now we have we have no longer a need to go back to Colony 9. We can craft gems anywhere, anytime, and in any way we please, and with whoever we want. So that makes it much more streamlined and less the hassle.
I noticed something before the Telethia fight.
Go for it.
The song that played, it's called Conspiracy. I noticed there were different tones in that from the normal song that I have.
Oh, really? So, shaping his variations?
Yeah, because it sounded different than the actual song file that I've got.
That sometimes happens with audio files. But, starting out though, what can we actually do before going on? I mean, for example, let's just see what I can do with doing crafting, in case need. It's right here, and even though it's a whole new item and a revolution and a thing, let's just, oh no, just craft a random one here. Ooh, divine text. We'll leave that for later on. For something which you'll know soon, I'm sure. Let's go for strength ups. Why not? Let's just burn those away when we can't even find proper ones to use. Just give us a second here. Ooh, yes. Ether. How lovely. Let's go. So frying. And even though it's new thing, you feel like it'd be a small and new animation. No, pretty much same screen and same animation. Kind of weird. But regardless, we get 2 level 4s. Oh baby, that's gonna help us out, especially with Melia and Charlotte, I guess, at a push. But yeah, sure, that's either crafting and for a nutshell. So with that for a brief stint, let's go around to Magna Forest, or I guess the Frontier Village, and see what we could do there. Now we have the good graces of the Nopon, and as well as the Heropon. And here we are now back in Frontier Village, switching it to the day, and we can just go around the residence and see what they find. Picky ghosts, Scoob, I guess. And Shulk just sounds robotic for a little child. He's so terrible. Piggy hear ghosts every night. Piggy's so scared. Piggy not sleep a wink for days now. I guess we find it then, I suppose. Okay, voice of ghosts from under house. Barely think inside, but it must be coming from below. And Shulk with robotic response and breaks his back as well. And see, it seems like we have another mist around. And we could have done these beforehand, but now that I feel like the Nopon are trusting us now, we can. I think they're more open to us, into us helping for their problems. So I'm just extrapolating them being silly, but I should probably am. But hey ho!
I think more side quests do appear after the Telethia battle.
Even better. Oh no, I just feel like go around here. We can probably just go through, go for this, and the thing is that Morgana, I almost said Morgana then. This episode 5, these things are actually broken time machines. Well, not time machines is what you expect, but on mushrooms, mushrooms, they're all the same, I guess. So I think. we can just go on, hopefully not talk to Melia. That sounds weird when I say it. Hey, Dubba, what you gotta say? Tell me your friends. How important are power knobs to the Nopon way of life? Could you go into more detail? And just says I've returned to darkness. From that little time from Flower Grove, monsters causing trouble. Then made some pollen. Upon experts are using or give some machina. Do we even use anything other than pollen work lamps? Top secret. No, nosy friend. I lose my job. And Curious Shogu is curious, as always. But regardless now, I now have our mission, all of which we'll take care of. And it seems like we're getting awfully close to where we're supposed to be, but still, I'll go on anyway. And if I can just try and find a time machine, luckily that's working, so first a good Nopon, I guess. At least that maintenance works. And here we have heart to heart, which we can't do because it doesn't like me as much. And I just realized now, yeah, Melia has left our party. So in case there's anything that you wanted to do with like Melia, let's say affinity grind or whatnot, it's always better to do that beforehand. But either way, just gonna go around really quick and look for the mushrooms, so just bear with me for a second before I find them, baby. Which we've got no choice because we made the edits. As Riki falls. Riki no. Riki the new christened Heropon, and yeah, broke his legs on the first day. Here's one, just press off of the power knobs. Oh, so also this is Riki. Wow, Riki, compared to every other Nopon Finnis village, you got the real estate, dude. Look at this.
He's got so many children.
Yeah, makes you wonder how Riki works or how Nopons work. And then you have to think, because I love that reaction in the cutscene. Then you realize the cutest member of the team is also the oldest. Questions: that make things more cute, or less cute, or even weirder. Again, I'm probably not the one. I'm probably not a person who's talked to about cute. Choke. Are you being bested by measly tomatoes and making an earthquake as it would seem? It looks like you are. And Choke, you missed the platform.
I'm sorry.
And the Nopon just the Nopon looks at the Monado and goes, yoink. Just Nopon just walks off with the Monado. Mine now.
I'm the new Heropon.
I can appreciate Shulk at least taking out the Monado just so you don't forget that he has it. Good to know, Shulk. Riki. Nopon Villager, will you please? Nopon. Jesus. And Charlotte, at an extent. And now I've lost what that thing was. Meh, as one would say. in Noponese.
That's one of the benefits that 2 has over this game. It tells you where things are with a pointer.
I know. Well, it's questing in and direction, but all depends on how you feel about the immersion. I mean, Xenoblade is a big game with a lot of side quests and a lot of things to do. So, just all depends on what your preference is. While we're going up and being Nopon maintenance guys, I just wanted to say beforehand again, that just left your fight went easier than what I was expecting.
Yeah, because, like, I noticed that Shulk, I was expecting him to not do Purge. I was expecting him to just mess up and just die left and right, but surprisingly, I noticed him doing Purge when he was supposed to. Like, because, like, we were fighting dinos, and he did Purge on them when they were not toppled, so his timing with Purge was bad. So I was expecting his timing with Purge against the Telethia would be bad too. It's like, the Telethia didn't do Soul Read, Shulk, why are you using Purge?
Yeah, Shulk's AI is definitely questionable on this, which is saying it now, saying I'm playing a Shulk, which is making it even more awkward. So I guess this is a plus on Shulk, I suppose.
Yeah, he surprised me in that Telethia battle. It's like, wow, you actually did your job, Shulk AI.
Yay! Shulk is a smart robot. And what? It all ties together. Chief Dunga coming our way. And can I say, as a briefly, there's actually, if you take a look in the data files from the game, as Chief Dunga's pushed me out the way, Chief Dunga actually has a model in which his beard is removed, and we might throw it all up on screen here, but it looks really funny and very weird. Almost as funny as him just going into the house. I can even fit in there.
Ricky's house is bigger than Chief Dunga's.
and that kind of goes without saying. The Heropon, the Nopon in debt. The Nopon in debt turns out to be the richest Nopon of all.
And you could tell how far Monolith has come with Nopon, because, like, the Nopon in this game, the Nopon NPCs, their mouths don't move when they talk.
Oh yeah. A whiff though is how Ricky's wife, Oka, who's a more substantial character than, say, Nopon Villager 172. She didn't have mouth movements either, which is really weird.
Ricky, we're supposed to keep good with our little pawn.
It's very awkward. But speaking of Nopon though,
I like how Chief Dunga's back, even though he wins.
Wait, yeah, what the hell was that? What the hell was that about? Anyway, speaking of Nopon, our goal's right over there. You know what? Let's go and talk to the person who put us in good graces in the first place with Nopon.
Melia, what will you do now?
I would like to repay you for your help. Permit me to act as your guide to Aerith Sea.
Of course. We'd love you to.
But I must warn you. Aerith Sea is vast. Do you know where you wish to go?
There's a dark tower at the head of the Bionis. I saw it in a vision. That's where I must go.
A dark tower? Then we need not search at all.
So you've heard of it?
Heard of it? I have seen it. A dark tower at the head of the Bionis. Only one place fits that description. So you know it. I believe what you saw was Prison Island.
Prison Island? Dixon said the same thing.
Indeed. Melia, have you ever been there?
I have not set foot upon the island, but I know of it. Prison Island is sealed. No one may enter without Imperial sanction.
Imperial sanction, eh? That means we'll be needing someone to grant us entry. I've heard that Aerith Sea is home to an empire ruled by the High Entier. They might be our best chance.
You are knowledgeable for a Homs.
Sanctions? Empires? Anyone help here?
Oh, a sanction is permission from someone important. An empire must be a place ruled by an emperor. In other words, we need an emperor's permission to enter the island.
This emperor, is he important?
Long before we Homs built the colonies, a group of so-called royal types, or imperials, ruled our lands. Think of them like the heads of our colony, but with much greater influence and power.
Now I get it. Dunban knows more than a textbook.
Are you kidding? That's first year Homs history, Ryan.
I might have slept through that class. So when do we get to meet these High Entier folks?
You are so... Oh, forget it. First, we must travel to the Imperial capital.
We'll see how easy it is to see this emperor.
My promise was to be your guide. I will not break it.
Melia, isn't that the...
The shortcut to Aerith Sea? Yes.
Go on.
During that cutscene when Charlotte first talked, it's kind of a bad idea to have everybody shirtless because just on the left you could see Ryan's nipple.
What? Wait, what?
Well,
What?
not really, but his pec area.
What cutscene were you watching?
It stuck out because it was on the left side.
I have many questions.
His pec was the one it stuck out.
If you say so.
It was while Charlotte was talking.
Just like. Well, that's fitting. It's in bad shape. We'll give some compost. On that note, then, I guess our job up as base guys is done. So, if I go up with NFC and look at that lovely view, we'll take Shug on a high diving class. Please to not die like how Shug a jump makes me very static. No, never mind, I died and everyone else lived. And Charles there. That one's supposed to happen. Some people don't learn. Says no one.
There have been times in which I jumped off and I caught the edge of a wooden log and died.
Yep, staircases meant to be a savior are actually a pain.
But there's like wooden logs protruding from the deck and from the shrine. I've landed right on a small, tiny wooden log and died.
Well, I guess it's true. Well, who went in water, you're never safe. Anyway, let's speak to Migaga. Friends fix time machines? Everything worked. It worked out fine. Sack time? Perhaps. Either way though, that's one step closer to making a happy Nopon. And one step closer to reaching our goal. So, essentially, Prison Island is known by a lot of people, including in different franchises. But, regardless, hey, you can tell by that groan that I made a bad joke. Oh yeah! But, either way guys, I think we'll call things there. So, with Melia now in tow, seemingly for an extended period of time, we now have our destination and our next goal. So, with that guys, we'll see you next time, in which we'll be doing a lot of traveling. So, until then guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.